the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Hello you guys, welcome to Canon 12 YouTube channel, better comic book anime reviews. Today is my review for Canon Busters, the new anime that is just released onto Netflix's platform. So this was an anime that a lot of people were really looking forward to when the trailer first came out. Other trailer was pretty alright. I really love the opening song from this series. The opening is really amazing. I love like that beat of the opening. I especially also love like the ending song as well. Regardless, it's a really great. Both songs are really great, but I especially think Regardless is probably the better of the two songs. Both have a very kind of like poppy quality to them, and I really enjoy them both. And they're very fun to listen to a lot. I was just listening to the Canon Busters ending kind of on loop a few times because it's so great. Beyond that, I gotta say this. I definitely enjoyed a lot of this. I enjoyed a whole lot of it. It was a really fun season. I'll give it that much. I had a lot of fun. I really like the character feel of the kid. I think he's a really cool character. And I think he adds a lot to the show, and his relationship with the robot girl S.A.M was really nice, and I did really enjoy it. A lot of people are going to not really enjoy the episodic nature of this show, though. This show is very much is trying to be like kind of like Cowboy Bebop, but it doesn't really feel like Cowboy Bebop a lot of times. And I think in that way it doesn't quite work, especially with the animation style. Cowboy, if y'all remember Megalobox pretty much had that Cowboy Bebop aesthetic. Just a little bit more updated, a little bit more, different feel to it, but it still had that kind of aesthetic. It kind of felt like a Cowboy Bebop show. And Shinichiro Watanabe was most famously known for these types of shows, these types of more kind of Americanized shows. Even though his shows are indeed considered anime, they do feel very American. That's how Canon Butter does. It definitely feels like a Japanese-American co-op in a lot of ways. But even before that being said, and I do like all the characters. I love and enjoy all the characters in the show. I also love the giant robot and the character designs. All of them are really great. I think the story is a little bit on the weaker half of this series. I think the story is where we start having a few little problems here and there within the show. It is very comedic. It is very comedic from the start. Like, it is very comedy focused. Some people are going to like this. Some people are not going to like that. But with the fact that it only gets here in the last 2 episodes, it really feels a little bit like a betrayal. Because you have this really insane, crazy setup for the show, and you get all these backstory of these characters, and these villains, and we don't really get the villains. This entire first season really felt like 12 episodes. It really just set up for where the story was going to go. I mean, it didn't really feel like, it was really trying to make its own identity. It felt more like a setup for when we do face the big bad. Because it took a long last episode, it never really got serious, never really got that serious moment. I love the last 2 episodes. Those 2 episodes were great. They're probably my favorite parts. But even in the opening, I was hoping that with the episode until I caught, we would get more of these villains. Because in the opening, we see this panning shot of all these villains. And they all just kind of show up in the last 2 episodes, and they kind of just a fight. And that's really all that happens. I was hoping to see them like pop up throughout the season, just going after our characters more and more. But we don't really get that. We get all these other characters, like this ninja dude, who I did like. I like the ninja dude, but he kind of shows up for like 2 episodes, then goes away, then comes back in the final 2 episodes. So it felt like, why did you do that? Why do you have to like throw this character at us and have him leave and come back? Like, that felt a little weird. What else didn't quite work? for me. The ending doesn't enough on a big cliffhanger. Oh, I tell you what I also really like. There's this character in the show who has his hand and can turn with these like two guns. Like they come through his hand. He was probably one of my favorite villains in the show. Like he was a great antagonist to our characters. I really dug him. He was like a little kid in this old man in this little kid's body. He was very much like kind of like we've seen with we've seen him before in Umbrella Academy and shows like that with Damien and things like that. These like adults and these kid bodies, and that's pretty much what he was. And I really dug him. He was a really great antagonist for our characters to face up against. But yeah, beyond that, yeah, the show definitely has its problem, but there was definitely things I definitely liked about it. A lot of times, I did enjoy all of these kids. I enjoy spending time with them. I enjoyed their little fun interactions, even if it didn't really build to anything until the last two episodes. And I'm really disappointed in the fact that we didn't get to see more of the Prince as well, because I thought that he could have done more in these 12 episodes than he actually did. So they're disappointed in that aspect of the show. But there's still a lot to like in this series. But also stuff that just does not quite work within the story. So very much on Canon Busters, you guys. Let them come about Canon Busters, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.